My name is Tahira and I'm a professional Oriental dancer based in Poland. And this is TahiraBDD Dance Diary, where I invite you to dive with me into the world of Oriental dance and all its complexities. Let's begin! Firstly, I would like to say I'm sorry guys for the quality of sound. I will try to do everything I can afterwards to make it sound better. Unfortunately, my microphone has died, so this is the sound from the original recording from the phone, and we try everything to revive it, but unfortunately there is no other way than to wait for the new one to come. But I have to record this episode so you can watch it on Wednesday. So I hope despite the sound quality, you will enjoy it anyway. Let's start. When you hear the word muwashshahat, probably the first things that come to your head are Mahmoud Reda, samai rhythm and Al-Andalus. And there's nothing wrong about that. But there is so much more to be discovered. And I'm not talking about some complex history or music styles. Actually, there are only a couple of things you should be familiar with to get a better understanding of the muwashshahat concept. Today, I want to share with you 4 things about muwashshahat you should know. The answer to this question is yes and no. It depends on what you are thinking of when you say muwashshahat. Muwashsha, it's a singular form, is originally a kind of poem with a specific construction. It is said that first muwashshahat came to life around 9th and 10th century on the territory of Al-Andalus, that is medieval Islamic Spain. So if you are aware that originally muwashshahat refers to poetry, then yes, it is medieval. But what about the music, you may ask? Well, it's highly probable that on the medieval courts, the poems were not only recited but also sung. However, we know little about what melodies were used. The compositions we know today have their roots in 19th century. This time is considered to be the heyday of composing music to muwashshahat, thanks to such famous composers, among others, as Omar al-Baksh from Syria and Sayed Darwish from Egypt. The latter is also connected with the Shabi music, and I mentioned him in the episode about, surprise, surprise, Shabi music, and the link to this episode you will have here. But coming back to the point, muwashsha is originally a form of poetry and it derives from medieval Spain. However, muwashshahat as a music genre appeared in the 19th century. Here, the answer is very simple and it is no. Samai is for sure one of the most popular rhythms in music we use for dance, but most certainly it's not the only one. For example, you can encounter also a familiar rhythm like Masmudi Kabir. And when you dive in deeper, you'll discover that muwashshahat music is extremely rich in various rhythms. Though they're not common in music we use for stage, but they are there in many compositions. And some of them have very interesting rhythmic cycles. There are rhythms with 11/8, 13/8 or 17/8 beat. Let's listen to a couple of them. Before I'll answer this question, I want to share with you one information. Nobody really knows how any of the court dances on the Andalusian courts looked like. There are no historical sources describing this topic. So if you connect muwashshahat as a dance to the medieval Andalusian court culture, you are left with no clues. This pretty much answers the question if Reda style is mandatory when it comes to dancing muwashshahat. Well, it is not. It's one of the possibilities. Reda's interpretation is a beautiful reimagining, but it's not a historical reconstruction. In old pre-Reda Egyptian movies, you can see dancers dancing muwashshahat in a completely different manner and in two-pieces costume. Here's one example. One of the best modern muwashshahat dancers is Nesma from Spain. You can clearly see that she has developed her unique style. And here's Reda style performance. The differences are clearly visible, and each of these interpretations is 100% legit. Folklore is defined as a culture shared by a group of people. And I think that at this point you already feel that muwashshahat as a dance is not like Saidi or Nubian or any other regional dances you know. Muwashshahat, for me, both music compositions and dance is more like creating something new, drawing from the Andalusian court culture. I think that there is no easy way to classify this genre. Therefore, during competitions, you may often see muwashshahat in folklore category. However, bear in mind that it's not folklore in a traditional sense, so not every organizer will allow this style in this category. And that's all. I mean, it's not everything to know about muwashshahat, but it's a fair share of information to keep you in the right place when it comes to this topic. And if you are interested in other styles, check out my previous episodes about Saidi, Beledi, Shabi and Bambuti, and of course I will leave all the links to these episodes in the description box below this video. So if you like this episode, give me a thumb up and hit that subscribe button down below so you won't miss new content on my YouTube channel. And of course, I encourage you to check out other videos on my channel, for example, Belly Dance with Tahira series. And this series is for beginners or for those who want to brush up on their basic technique. It is recorded both in English and in Polish, so whatever is more comfortable for you. I encourage you also to follow my social media accounts, my Instagram and Facebook account, where I post a lot of things connected with my daily Oriental dance life. And I really hope that next time I will talk to you with a microphone, but the time will show. However, let's meet here next Wednesday for the new episode of TahiraBDD Dance Diary. See you!